this video, we will explore variables and data types in Java. We will also look at the operators and how to manipulate data in your programs. So, for variable and data types, you need to know what is variables first. So, variables are named memory location used to store data, while data types will define what kind of data a variable can hold and operations that can be performed on it. So, now let's see here in this example. For this is episode 2. If you want to see how to set it up, this is my IntelliJ IDE, and I have done episode 1 on how to set up Java. You can go through it. So if you see here, I have declared integer age 52. So here age is the variable, integer is the data type. So I'm trying to print the age here in this line. And if you see here, we have double data type, and this one stores decimal point. The integer stores numerical values without any decimal, and this is character. So character has usually one, like it's the alphabets, one alphabet is character. We have boolean, and we do have a string. Let's say string name, and I'm trying to print my name here. Okay. Okay, say coffee, something like this. And we do have float. We do have float, and we can try to print float num equal to something like this. So we have 2 decimal points for float, and we usually, for floating, we will add another f. So I can try to print all the values. So this is character, and the next one is boolean. Boolean means it will print true or false. So this one we will validate while checking for some conditions. If you want to print it as true or false, we can assign that variable for checking the condition, and then it will print true or false. Here I'm directly printing it. So this one is a string. So string is a non-primitive data type, and if you ask for primitive data type, I would say like integer, long, float, boolean. So there are multiple data types. I'm just showing some of them. You can try to print it on your own as well. I just try to print num. It not necessarily you need to write the variable name here. This is just for printing. For example, I can just try to print something like just float with wrong spelling, just add, and then but after the plus symbol I want to print the variable name correctly. So that's the important thing. So when I try to run, you can see that the age, height, and everything, so the data type won't be printed, but the variable values are getting printed. Whenever we call this, it will print the values which is assigned to this variable, age, height, and everything. So what will happen if I try to print let's say a double value as integer? Let's say now I'm trying to add this as an integer, and then I try to run. This will throw error saying that it's an incompatible types, possibly a lossy conversion from double to int. So we cannot do that. So always remember, whenever you're using decimal, you have to use integer, and vice versa. Whatever is your data type is necessary for the data you're trying to use, you have to follow the proper data type. So as I said, the primitive data types are integer, double, character, boolean, string, float, and we do have other data types like byte, which stores number from -128 to 127, but we are not using it much. So I'm not telling you in this video. We do have short type, and apart from that, we do have long. This long data type we do use, which prints whole numbers, like multiple long numbers. It will print it. So character data type has can print something like the single character, or it can print the ASCII values of keyboard. So that is what about the data types and variables. So just let's try some activity with the operators. Okay, so let's say I want to add mm, two variables. Now I have an integer age, and then I have integer age2 equal to 30. So now I want to print the sum of both ages. So what I'm trying to do is, let's say, int age3 equal to age plus age2. Okay, so this is an operator. So operators are used to be performed on the variables. So now let me try to print this age3. Okay, so just system.out.println, I want to print the age3 and age3. So when I run it, you can see it's added. So similarly, you can use it for subtraction, multiplication. So for multiplication, the operator we use is asterisk. So asterisk is multiplication. So you can see the result. And for division, we will use this. And for getting the reminder, like percentage or something, we use this. So these are all the basic operations are arithmetic or operators. So let me just add it here. Notepad. So, so, so we do have operators. So it will have plus, minus, division, multiplication, and percentage. And then we do have relational operators. Okay, so the relational operators are double equal to and not equal to, greater than and less than. Okay, and we do have the third kind of operator, which is logical operators, which is like and, or, and, or, and not. Sorry, and, or, and not. Okay, so if for relational operators, you can, by the name and the symbol itself, you know that how it is going to be, how we use in mathematics is the same. And for logical operators, it is used to define, like if there are more than one condition to be added or excluded, something like if age not equal to 5 and age not equal to, so that if you want two conditions to be added together, then we use the and operator. And for the or operator, if either one of the conditions needs to be satisfied, we will use the or. And the not operator is like you don't want this particular condition to be satisfied, then you use the not operator. So for the relational and the logical operator, I have added an example here. So let's say if age is greater than 5, less than 5, and if the age is less than 60, I want to print. You can do any condition that it will print the age. So I just run it, it'll print the age. So the age here is 52, so that's why it's printing. Let's say if I change the age to 2, it will not print the age after here, age 3. There is no printing. So this is a conditional operator, but this one we will see in the next video. But I want to tell you about the relational and the logical operator, and also the arithmetic operator, which we covered here. So I hope from this video you're able to understand the basics of variables, data types, and operators. It's time to start using these tools to build more complex programs. In the next video, we will look at control flow with conditions and loops. Thank you so much for watching.